Well, to tell you the truth, going into the game, we weren't sure what we were going to get. It was the first game of the season. We thought we had some good practices during camp and leading up to the game, but certainly when you kick off that first time, you're not sure what you're going to get. You're hopeful, but I was happy with our performance. We had contributions from all three phases of the game on offense, defense, and special teams. I thought our defense played lights out. They had a really good running back that we were trying to shut down. I guess you wouldn't have seen it from the film, but he was pretty special, and they did a good job of bottling him up, and then pressuring the passer and making him throw a few interceptions, and one we returned for a touchdown.
Right, you guys early on it seemed like you got the early interception. What was that kind of momentum-wise for you guys to get the pick on the first drive and set the offense up in a pretty good spot?
Well, that was important. That was important. That was something that we had said throughout the course of the week. Hey, let's going up there on the road, first game of the season. Let's try to seize that momentum, get the ball, and put a score in right away, and try to get up on them pretty quickly. So we weren't able to capitalize on the first drive, but they came down, they kicked the field goal, and then after that, I think our guys kind of got into a little bit more comfort zone.
Yeah, it seemed like after just the one big run on that second drive they had was their only real big play of the game. Were you guys happy about that as far as limiting them in that sense?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that was one of, like I said, that was one of the things we wanted to do, was just try to keep them in front of us, try to make them drive a long field, and make them execute for 4 straight quarters.
Looking ahead now to this weekend, this is an Alfred team that you guys have played pretty tightly throughout history, really. What do you see from them this time around?
This is another playoff team. Norwich was a playoff team from a year ago. Alfred's another playoff team. They were 8-3 last year in the Empire 8, which is a very good conference, as you know. And they're big, they're strong, they're fast, they're physical. They're just about everything that you want in a football team. They're explosive. They have a very good quarterback. They have a good running game. Their defense is fast. They run to the football. So it's going to be a big challenge for us coming up this weekend.
This team had some big home games last year. It seemed like they played pretty well at home last year. In front of going to be a pretty good crowd here, opening home opener. What do you see from the guys coming from these guys this week?
Well, I know our guys are pretty excited for getting back and playing at home. It's been quite some time. So not only did last season we ended the season on the road, and then this season we had a scrimmage, and we also had our opener on the road as well. So it's been quite some time. They have new home uniforms, so they're pretty excited about that. So it's nothing like playing in your own building, and certainly I know our guys will be sky high.
I know as a coach you always have some things you look to improve upon from last week, even though you did won by 20. What are you looking to kind of get better from last week to this week here?
Yeah, how much time do you have? I mean, what's good about getting a win and still seeing things that you can improve upon. That's pretty good from a head coach perspective. But we have a lot of things that we really need to tighten up. There's a lot of details. There's a lot of steps and assignments and pad level, and there's all sorts of things that we can improve upon. So getting a win and maybe not playing our absolute best or not playing a perfect game, like I said, from a head coach perspective, that's good. However, we want to make a big jump from week 1 to week 2 and really tighten some things up.
On the offensive side, I know you had Avery was in there. He's the guy right now. It seemed like he got pressured quite a bit. Is that something you guys kind of talked about? Get to the backfield. Guys, get in the backfield.
It was something that we addressed this past week. Matter of fact, we addressed it during the game. So we changed some things up with our protection schemes and everything just to give him a little bit more time. But that's something that we know that we have to we have to give him a little bit of time, because we know we have a bunch of weapons on the offensive side with our running backs, with our receivers, that if we give them a little bit of time, then they can make some hay downfield.
What's just looking into this game now? Just what's one thing you guys are need to do if RPS are going to come up with a win on Saturday?
We need to take care of the football. We need to take care of the football, and that was a big thing from last year's game against them. I believe we won the turnover battle against Alfred last season, but we need to take care of the football, and we need to control the pace of the game. Those are the two big things. These guys like to strike very quickly. They've got a very good quarterback who extends plays and runs around and finds receivers downfield. So we'll need to contain their passer. We'll need to contain their passing game, and offensively, we're going to need to see what we can do to execute for 4 straight quarters and not have a lull at any point of the game. So turnovers and pace, those are the two big things that we're looking for.